Civilizations collapsed. Tribes vanished. Species went extinct. Yet on this planet, there is something that has survived for more than 2,000 years: Roman concrete. So the question is, why did Roman concrete last longer than modern concrete? Was this knowledge truly lost, or was it simply forgotten? What is the real secret behind Roman concrete's durability? Roman concrete was not just a material, it was a legacy, carved into stone. And it wasn't used only in temples. Its true test came where nature is most unforgiving, in the sea. Roman harbors were not ordinary structures. They faced waves, salt, and constant movement. Modern concrete weakens when exposed to seawater. Roman concrete grew stronger. Let's look at Caesarea Maritima, a massive Roman harbor along the Mediterranean coast, built directly into the sea. 2,000 years later, its remains still lie beneath the waves. Was this achieved with advanced machines? No, not at all. Roman concrete was the result of a chemical reaction between volcanic ash, lime, and seawater. Over time, crystals formed inside the concrete, making it even stronger. But how did this material perform under heavy structural load? The answer stands at the very heart of Rome: the Pantheon. The Pantheon is crowned by a massive dome, 43 meters in diameter. It may not be the largest dome in the world, but it is the largest unreinforced concrete dome ever built. No steel, no hidden framework, just Roman concrete. Still standing after more than 2,000 years. This was no accident. The Romans did not use the same concrete everywhere. As the structure rises, the concrete becomes lighter. Heavy stone at the base, lighter materials near the top, and at the very center, a deliberate opening, the oculus, reducing weight, allowing the structure to breathe. The Pantheon was not just engineering, it was a philosophy. The Romans did not seek strength through force, but through balance. This knowledge was not limited to monuments. Roman concrete shaped everyday life. Aqueducts. Roman aqueducts were not just water channels, they carried the continuity of an empire. Take Aqua Claudia, built nearly 2,000 years ago, stretching for dozens of kilometers. Its towering arches silently bore immense weight. What truly carried that weight was not the stone you see, but the unseen binder within. Roman concrete. Modern infrastructure requires constant maintenance. Yet Roman aqueducts survived for centuries, with minimal intervention, because the goal was not speed, it was longevity. Water brought life into the city, but a city cannot survive without removing waste. Cloaca Maxima, built in the 6th century BCE. Parts of it are still in use today. For over 2,000 years, it worked in silence. Roman concrete upheld not only monuments, but the invisible foundations of civilization. So why was such powerful knowledge abandoned? When the Roman Empire collapsed, cities didn't just fall. Craftsmen vanished, workshops closed, knowledge fragmented, because it lived not in books, but in skilled hands. Roman concrete was described later by architects like Vitruvius, but the details were vague. How much ash? Which ratios? What conditions? The essential knowledge was lost between the lines. Then came a world that valued speed, fast results, minimal effort. Roman concrete required time, and waiting became a luxury. The 19th century brought Portland cement, standardized, cheap, fast, controllable. The world chose efficiency over durability. Roman concrete didn't disappear. The world that created it did. Unused knowledge is destined to be forgotten. And when it is finally needed, it may already be too late. 2,000 years later, we are asking the same question again. Can we build structures meant to last centuries? Modern science returned to Roman concrete. What they found was astonishing. Exposed to seawater, it did not weaken, it grew stronger. Pozzolana, volcanic ash, reacted with seawater, forming new crystals. Cracks were not failures. They were part of a self-healing process. Roman concrete did not fight water. It cooperated with it. The sea, the enemy of modern concrete, was the ally of Roman concrete. Roman concrete was not lost. It was allowed to be forgotten. Because the modern world does not favor structures that last centuries. It favors systems that collapse and are rebuilt. Skyscrapers rise today, but how many of them will stand for 2,000 years? Or more importantly, how many are meant to? The greatest technologies are not always the newest ones. Some knowledge is left behind because it threatens the system. So perhaps the real question is not, how did the Romans do it? Perhaps the real question is, why don't we want to do the same? Because some technologies don't save the world. They threaten the system. If you believe some knowledge was truly forgotten, if you're ready to look behind the veil, join us. Subscribe. Because here, we talk about the things that were never meant to be remembered. And clearly, you are one of us.